Y'all already know who it is. You know what I mean? We back. You dig? We live. You
Yes,
know what I mean? What's
sir.
going on, YP?
What's happening with you?
Man, ain't too much. Y'all already know. You know what I mean? As soon as y'all get up in here, man, hit the damn like button, man. Uh, man, as always, it's always gonna be some shit, in the media, man. So let's go ahead and see what's going on today. Hold on. All right. Hold on. We got Finesse 2 times. I don't know if you can you see this, YP?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, bet. Shout out to the Shade Room. You know what I mean? Houston police issue arrest warrant for Finesse 2 times for allegedly stealing a rental car, man. You know what I'm saying? Court documents state that a man rented an Infinity QX80 back in February, and it had a return date of March 10th. The vehicle was never returned and reported stolen on April the 24th, damn near a whole month later. When Enterprise contacted the man who rented the car, he told them that Finesse was driving the vehicle. The car eventually located by authorities in Houston with the woman behind the wheel. According to charging documents, the woman told officers that she was running errands for the Memphis rapper. She stated that she knew the vehicle was a rental and was due back a few days prior. Uh, so now with this situation going on, they done sat up there and gave Finesse a warrant. Um, see if we can get some more information on this here. Let me get this nigga out the way. The Houston Police Department has issued a warrant for the arrest of Memphis rapper Finesse. The rapper, whose legal name is Ricky Hampton, is charged with theft between 30,000 and 150,000, which is a felony. You know, charging documents state a man by the name of Ronald Bell rented an Infinity valued at 72,000, $200 on February 28, 2023, from an enterprise location. The car was supposed to be returned on March 10th, 23rd. A month after the vehicle was due back, a 10-day demand letter was sent to Bill by Enterprise. Uh, on April the 20th, an employee of Enterprise spoke with Bell over the phone, according to the court records, who said the rapper Finesse 2 times was driving the vehicle. Bell called Hampton on a three-way call with the employee that day. According to records, Hampton said he was in Atlanta with the car and would have it resolved by April 23rd. The rapper reportedly told the employee that his Zelle was tied up and he could send her money in the following days. The employee said they needed the car returned immediately. Court records show Hampton said he would find an Enterprise branch in Atlanta and return it on April the 20th. When the car was not returned by April the 24th, okay, 4 days after he said that, it was listed as stolen. Damn, it gives more. Goddamn.
Damn.
Yeah, investigators ran the vehicle's license on license plate reading databases and discovered the car was spotted driving around the Houston area April 24th. So 4 days after that, his ass was in Houston, riding around. Uh, the investigator noted that the vehicle was spotted on. Hold on, man. Let me start that one over. The investigator noted that the vehicle was spotted on another license plate reading database traveling around a known recording music studio near the Fifth Ward. He was up there at the studio in Fifth Ward. You know what I mean? All of that is mob ties area. You know what I mean? At different dates and times, according to the charging document. Police found the vehicle outside the recording studio on April the 25th and saw a woman enter it and drive away. When officers pulled the vehicle over and asked how she got the car, she said she got the keys from her boss, who she only knows as Finesse2Tymes. She don't know him as Ricky. She only know him as Finesse2Tymes. Uh,
Ricky.
According to the charging documents, she told the officers that she had been hired by the rapper a few days before and had been using the car to run his errands. The woman told police she knew the vehicle was a rental and was due back a few days prior. Hampton has not been arrested in the case. A motion for sufficient bond filed in the case showed the 31-year-old was released from federal prison in 2022 for a weapons charge and is currently on supervised release until June of 2025. All right, so there we have it, Mr. Finesse 210. You know what I mean? What you think about this, YP?
But there's a whole lot of shit, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Facts.
Like a lot of unattended shit. Like this nigga just moving sloppy. To be honest,
And he's out on supervised watch in so many words.
he he moving sloppy just like he built sloppy. So I mean,
He moving like he built.
yeah. So that's just it's fitting.
Right,
But
right.
I hope he get his shit right because he gonna have innocent people going to jail for his negligence of what he doing.
Yeah, my whole thing is with all that money that I know he's getting right now. This shouldn't be going on at all. You know, what I mean, this paying a rental. This should be pretty much as easy as like paying like I don't know if paying for anything else. You know what I mean? Whenever you getting this type of money, you getting all the show money. You know what I mean? You getting finesse. He's not in like a 360 deal. Like, you know, he pretty much has control over a lot of shit that goes on with his music and things of that nature. So finesse is definitely getting a lot of money right now. I don't know, but you know, my one thing I will say is hood niggas is always gonna do some hood shit, and a lot of times, whenever what I'm saying, niggas go get them a car, go get a rental. A lot of times usually be in a bitch name, you know what I'm saying, and a
Yeah,
nigga usually don't worry about the bills and just different things like that. You know what I'm saying. The female usually is the one that takes responsibility for things like that. So I don't know if it's just that finesse ain't good on taking care of responsibilities. Maybe he just been tied up. He said his Zell was tied up. Uh, I don't
that's
know.
that's a lie. Niggas just making excuses because they don't want to pay.
Like, I mean, damn. I know this balance. The balance must have been high. I mean, he did have it for like over a month. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I know one thing for sure. I got into a situation one time. I ain't gonna lie to you, to the people. You know what I mean? And them niggas charged me, man. Budget charged me like 20 racks, bro. I didn't even have it for a month. They charged me. They charged my account for $20,000. Budget. I'm on your ass. I'm just gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers charge my motherfucking account. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother. Them rental companies will charge your motherfucking ass. You know, he went through enterprise. He didn't go through budget. You know what I'm saying? Enterprise is usually one of the cool, like that's usually like the main one that get the business for real, for real,
Nah, I got a I got a personal story with Enterprise. They trash, boy.
for real.
Yeah, I had tried to rent a car before when I was going back home, and nigga, I get in the car. Like first, I was having issues just like getting the car. First, the nigga was like, "You need to get your my license was finna expire, but it wasn't expired yet.
Yeah,
So by the time I was using the car, bringing it back, it would have been the day that my license would have been like need to be renewed. But I already told I already had told this dumbass that I already renewed my shit. You know, I'm waiting
Yeah.
for them to send me that shit in the mail. So the nigga was like, "Well, we can't give you the car unless we have the updated license." And I was like, "Bro, my shit is updated right now, and by the time I come back, my shit still will be. It ain't gonna be it's still updated. Like I got a
Right.
day ahead that my license is still like it ain't gonna be expired." So
Right.
this nigga made me like, man. So it was just little things that was going on that just made me piss me off. So I had to go fucking pay to get the fucking paper that they can send to me in my email, like the paper copy, just for this nigga, just so I can get the car. So
Sad.
then I get the car right. So I'm driving. I'm finna make that trip. I'm putting gas in the car. I look over to the right. It's like they didn't even clean the car. It was this big ass white and black spider just chilling in the bed of the floor, bro. Cause they're
Hell
supposed
no.
to clean the car before they
Yeah.
give it to you. So why the fuck is this spider just sitting here? You
Bet.
know me, I don't fuck with no spiders, dog. But this motherfucker was this wasn't no normal size spider, dog.
Hell
So at
no,
this
man.
point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So
Right.
I had to go get some. I had on my Crocs. I had to go get my shoes out the back and get a pair of my
Hell no.
Jordans and smash that bitch
Just to kill the motherfucker spider.
just to kill the spider. Oh, it get worse.
Shit crazy in the motherfucker, man.
Long story short, I get the driving
Hold
right.
on. Look like we
I get the driving, nigga, and it's a hole in the tire the whole time. So by the time I get to where I'm at, it just keep like when I go to sleep at the hotel that I was at, wake up, tire flat. I kept having to put air in the tire.
yeah,
So
fuck them.
eventually I had to go to the enterprise at the city I was at, and they had to they had to swap me out a car so I could make it back home. But they was trying to make it an issue about that too. But I'm like, nigga, y'all didn't do y'all due diligence what y'all was supposed to do. I've been driving on a tire with a hole in it the whole time.
Yeah. Shit
So yeah,
crazy.
they asked.
Yeah. Fuck them. Hold on. Let's look at this. Let's look at the car. You know what I mean? That Finesse was driving. Hold on. Make sure y'all
That
can see
brother
this.
like a straight study.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
So this is the Infinity bro was driving. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? That bitch is pressure. You know what I mean? That motherfucker. Yeah, them Infinities is pressure. I don't know if bro just kind of got he really liking that Infinity right now. You know what I mean, or what? This is it's one of them cars. Them hoes is clean. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That motherfucker ready at that bitch pressure. I thought that you know it was gonna be a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying, me? Because he's always driving around, in a Rolls Royce. That's just one thing about Finesse. He's always in a damn Rolls. Like, anytime I usually see pictures of him, you know what I mean, he's in a Rolls Royce. So I don't know, man. I don't wish jail on nobody. As y'all know, he's on supervised watch as well until next year. So, well, hold on. He got 2 years. So, he's on there for 2 years. So hopefully, this shit gets, cleared up pretty much pretty soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he need to get his shit together.
Facts. Uh moving on.
Got all that money, supposedly, but you
Let's
can't.
tap in. Right on. Let's tap in with Ice Spice.
Hey, Yeah, where baby at?
Crazy. So that's Ice Spice fine ass. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't
talking
even
about
I didn't even get to see it, bro.
you didn't see it.
Nah,
Hold on. What's going on? Can you see my screen?
I could just see your screen, but it was showing. It was showing the thing that you was. It was showing the news.
Hold on. No, let's start that. We'll start this over. I didn't know that. Hold on. So let's check in with Ice Spice, man.
I was like at her studio and she was like doing her glam and stuff.
Were
And
you
then
nervous?
I was nervous,
Yeah,
but
bet.
I was like chilling. I was like nervous to get there. Once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm chilling. But then I heard her like say something and then I got nervous. And then she came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was fine. But she came out and she looked at like my manager, James, and like Riot and stuff and my photographer and everything. And then she came at me. And when she came to me
Wow.
and when I met Nikki, right, for the first time in person, I was like at her studio, like just the journey. Like, I love Nikki and like meeting her was great and everything. But for me, it also just mostly felt like this is a full circle moment.
Right.
She hugged me. I started crying because it just felt like I cried, but I walked away. Like I didn't say anything to her. I was just like, and I just walked away because I was just like, bro, like just the journey. Like, I love Nikki and like meeting her was great and everything.
So
But
yeah,
for me, it
man.
also just mostly felt
You know, that's Ice Spice, man, talking about her experience whenever she saw Nikki. Uh, As y'all can see, man, they go country ass media in the comment section, man. Yeah, we was there. Be sure to sit up there and follow country ass media. Let me go ahead and put that out there. You know. Uh so I let the people know, at least she's real about her experience. So there goes my opinion, what I
Yeah,
mean, right there. What you think about this, YP?
yeah, man. I missed the mom. I was supposed to be there to make sure she alright.
Facts. Facts,
Nah,
man.
I mean that's great, boy. It show humility, humbleness. Like that's what missing with a lot of people these days. I mean, I don't even like Iggy because she weird, but as far as like Ice Spice, giving her what her experience and what she said, it just showed humility in people. Like what I'm saying, like that's a real moment.
Nah, facts. So shout out uh to Ice Spice, what I mean, for just keeping it all the way real because you got a lot of people, whenever they meet someone new and somebody like an icon like Nikki, what I mean, somebody that really didn't put down the groundwork, really was in the trenches, what I'm saying, really, really popped their shit for as many years as Nikki has popped it. To finally sit up there and be able to be in the presence of such a superstar is such an incredible moment that I wouldn't even be able to define. So for her to, just keep it all the way 100, what I mean? I got to give Ice Spice her, her respect, for doing so. You know what I mean? Because Nikki is Nikki. That's my opinion is Nikki is the goat. Of female rap. She's just done a lot of things that a lot of people have not done. There's still a lot of female rappers that I feel really, really put that shit down, what I'm saying? So that we
Yeah,
could have somebody like Nikki so that Nikki could pop her shit, what I'm saying? Such as like, some Motherfuckers would be surprised whenever I just start naming names, and I can name one right now, like Eve. They what people don't understand is Eve used to put in a lot of work, but Eve don't get a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying, for a lot of the shit that a lot of the music that she ended up giving us. I'm not gonna go all the way, down that lane. Honestly, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm just not gonna do that. Missy Elliott, you dig what I'm saying? Really, really put down a lot of groundwork. If it wasn't for Missy, a lot of people's videos just wouldn't be what they are. I'm just, just gotta keep it all the way real. Missy did her motherfucking thing too. Um, but yeah, man. So to be able to be in a presence like somebody like a Missy Elliott or uh, you know, somebody like Nikki, I'm pretty sure that was a crazy moment. A lot of these people just they ain't gonna do all that. They're not gonna talk about, you know, the jitters they got whenever they met Lil Wayne, or what I'm saying, the jitters that they got whenever they met, you know what I mean, like somebody like a Jay Z, or an Eminem, or something like that. Motherfucker
yeah,
don't fake. Ah, man, yeah, I went and shit. It was cool. Shit, they just regular people. Like, we get it. All right, we
yeah,
understand that they have blood just like you, and you know what I mean. All this extra shit, but nigga, let's just keep it real, man. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna be in the presence of these type of superstars. Unless you doing some superstar type shit. You know what I mean? Hold on.
I mean, that's real though. I'm just, I missed the moment. I was supposed to be there.
Facts, man. Shout out to Ice Spice. She has been doing her motherfucking thing. Um,
Yeah, boy, you seen that picture she had at the show?
uh-uh.
With, yeah, she had them shorts and the little Daisy Dukes and it was showing the mad seats
You don't know.
from the
What show
back.
was that?
A recent show she did, I think they just took a picture and she had some
Uh,
dents in her booty and shit like that.
she.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now
that's
everybody want to talk about, oh yeah, that's how you know it's real if it got dents in it. But niggas been know that y'all niggas is just some of these niggas. I don't mean some of these niggas. They love that BBL shit. I don't get it. Natural body's always gonna win.
Natural bodies is always gonna win. Uh, Natural bodies, in my opinion, get more respect. Should always
Yeah,
get more respect than somebody that had to go get some things done, tampered
yeah. We
with,
not. I ain't saying
enhancements.
that to talk down
Nah,
on your BBLs. And you do what you do. If you want to enhance your body, that's on you. But just know that natural bodies is always gonna win. Though.
nah, for real. Agreed. Let me see here. Agreed. Let's keep on going. We on the shade room right now. Y'all be sure to tap in with the shade room. You know what I mean? They're one of the outlets that I like to use. You know what I mean, for news. They be coming with it. You know what I mean? So shout out to shade room. You know what I mean? They take care of me. Uh, Northwestern University athletics department accused of physical sexual abuse of players. Let's do some reading, man. Let's do some motherfucking me reading now. The athletics department. You see this, YP?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. The athletics department at Northwestern University is accused of creating a toxic culture of physical and sexual abuse of its student slash, pretty much athletes. A group of former football players claim. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, big black ass, live streamed a press conference on Wednesday, July 19th, flanked by several former Wildcats, many of them students of color. Crump said at least 50 former and current players, some still minors, have come forward. He specifically singled out the baseball, football, and softball departments as propagating this alleged culture of abuse. Hold on. Look like we still got some more. As y'all can see, they going crazy in the comments. Um, we were all victims. One of the former football players said, the culture was so strong, we had to go with it. There was a code of silence that was insurmountable to break. Um, let's look into the comments, man. Y'all see that? And don't tell them to suck it up just because they're men. Men need protection too. Somebody said every single day I realize how much I wish I could live somewhere else. I don't know where it is, but anywhere where people leave children alone. Yes, college kids as well. Mom of two here, and I'll be damned if this stuff happens. We can't send them to school because we don't know if they'll get shot or abused. They can't be outside because they'll get shot or kidnapped for trafficking. I realized the most relaxing and calm time for me as a mom was when it was quarantine and I homeschooled and could never leave the house anywhere but the backyard. No worries in the world, but who can't be in the house? But who can't be in the house forever? This world is disgusting. Some lady said, I honestly think this is more common than people think. These schools often just cover it up. Sheesh, 2023 is raggedy as hell. Like I said, I just don't understand why humans are so sick and damaged. Y'all would be surprised how many universities that do this, but they never cover it. You know, country has media, man. We gonna cover it today. You know what I mean? Northwestern University athletics department, man. Uh, this is some crazy shit. Let's see if we can dive into this, man, real fast. Before YP and I give y'all our opinion on this subject matter here. Former Northwestern University. Hold on, she kind of moving on its own. Hold on. Athletes allege toxic culture of hazing and sexual assault in the athletic department. Man, this is some crazy shit. Uh, to the Northwestern University uh, alumni out there, whenever y'all see this, y'all be sure to get in the comment section, man. You know what I mean? Be sure to, y'all let us know what's going on out there, man. You know, I really don't want to read all this, uh, but we kind of gotta get into it just a little bit. Attorneys representing at least 15 former Northwestern University students, athletes, announced plans Wednesday to sue the university over allegations that its athletic department fostered a toxic culture that facilitated harassment and sexual abuse. Um, we already know that they're gonna be using Ben Crump. You know what I mean? What they shared with us was clearly a pattern and practice of a culture that was predicted or what? Hold on, predicated of physical intimidation, harassment, discrimination, abuse, both mentally and sexually, and it was normalized. Crump said at its news conference in Chicago on Wednesday. This announcement comes about a week after longtime Northwestern head football coach Pat Fitzgerald was fired due to allegations of hazing in the Wildcats football program. An independent investigation commissioned by the university prior to the firing found evidence of ongoing hazing that included forced participation, nudity, and sexualized acts of a degrading nature, University President Michael Shield said in a letter last week. So, uh, man, this is getting crazy, man. Pat was doing some patting, you know what I mean, behind closed doors
Yeah,
over there. Some of them football players, man. What's going on, man? What you think about this, YP?
it's just I mean, it's just sad business. I mean, you send your kid to college and niggas over here trying to play with his booty hole and shit just to be playing
Sad.
around. Like, I understand hazing because we used to do hazing, in high school. Like, when I was a freshman, we used to get hazed. But it wasn't nothing like that to the extent, like, they'll sophomore, seniors try to beat you up, punch on you type shit like that. But we
Yeah,
wasn't doing no shit like that. So, like, I don't
man.
I'm familiar with it, where you doing shit like that, sexual assault and all that shit. That shit's crazy. Like, if the coaches
What
was
happened with
influencing this shit,
YP?
yeah.
I don't know what happened with YP, y'all.
Oh, boy, I'm still
Hey, yo, YP, you there?
here. Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, there you go. YP, you there?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. We had a little technical difficulties, man, on that one. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm here.
You there? All right, cool.
Yeah,
Cool. Come on, let's get back into it. Where was you at? Hold on. Get this out the way.
yeah. What I was saying is, it's just sad, bro. Like, hazing is one thing, but y'all doing the most. Like, and if it was coaches that was involved in this and egging this shit on, they need to be fired too.
Oh yeah, it was definitely coaches, you know what I'm saying, involved in this. In fact, Pat is one of the coaches that, you know, that was involved. I want to say that there was others involved, other coaches as well.
Yeah,
Um,
because hazing is one thing, but doing sexual assault, that's a whole different other. We not even
facts.
playing like that.
Facts. 3 days before Fitzgerald was fired, Northwestern released an executive summary of the findings of an independent investigation into hazing allegations within the university's football program. While the investigation did not uncover evidence pointing to specific misconduct by any individual football player or coach, participation in or knowledge of the hazing activities was widespread across football players, the summary stated. Um, the investigation did not cover or did not discover direct evidence that Fitzgerald or other coaching staff had been aware of the conduct, Shield later wrote. It did, however, find there were significant opportunities to discover and report the hazing conduct. All right. Fitzgerald, who was head coach for 17 seasons, said in a statement following his firing that he was disappointed to learn of the hazing allegations. You know what I mean? So there we have it, man.
I don't
You
believe
know,
that shit.
so they're not really necessarily pointing to uh, Coach Fitzgerald. Uh, so I really don't know, but I think that it was best, for Coach to get on with the get on. But Fitzgerald and the university were named in a separate civil lawsuit filed Tuesday by an unnamed plaintiff who says they were a member of the football team from 2018 to 2022. The suit alleges Fitzgerald enabled a culture of racism and other I don't know that big ass word, micro aggressions of the Northwestern football team, and that the football program has had long-standing issues involving hazing and bullying that takes on a sexual and or racist tone.
I think it
Uh,
was microaggressions or something like that.
huh?
Well, I think it was microaggressions or something like that.
Okay, yeah, microaggressions. Y'all got it. So the suit alleges Fitzgerald enabled a culture of racism and or other microaggressions on the Northwestern football team, and that the football program has had long-standing issues involving hazing and bullying that takes on a sexual and or racist tone. I don't know if this is a situation where niggas just didn't get to go to the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they're just upset. Maybe they didn't get enough playing time. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers is making up this and making up that on Fitzgerald. Or if Fitzgerald is a nasty motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and he was doing some nasty ass shit. On top of, you know what I mean, being racist as well, you know what I mean, and allowing certain coaches that he knew was participating in prejudiceness and things of that nature to still be on the damn program. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's one of them type of coaches where they brought this shit to his attention and he just kind of brushed it under the rug. You know what I mean? Just kind of swept it over. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was one of them nasty ass coaches. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was one of them little bullshit ass coaches that, finally realized that, hey man, these guys are serious to the point to where now, they're suing and it's about to get crazy. Let me get on up out of here. I don't know. But he did get his ass fired. It wasn't that he resigned. You know what I'm saying? Me. So I don't know, man. But I will say
Yeah,
what happens in the dark will come to the light, and it was some dark shit. You know what I mean? That happened over there at Northwestern, and as you can see, it is now coming to the light.
I feel like you spot on with that. That nigga ain't no he ain't no saint. He was influencing that shit. Then he got wind of it. He wanna leave and act like, oh, I didn't know that they was doing that type shit the whole time.
Yeah, nigga, don't play.
You was in
He
it.
does. I don't
You was
expect him
in
to say, "Yeah, man, I was up in there touching on ass." You
it.
know what I mean? Trying to do this and that behind closed man. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, having a good old time. I don't
Yeah.
expect him to say that either. I just don't. I don't expect him to say any of that. I expect him to act like he didn't know what was going on. I expect him to go and get a lawyer. I expect him to try to protect himself. You know what I mean? Even though his ass did some shit like that. That's what I expect. I expect him to say some things that he didn't do or didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what the fuck? You're not finna get out there and say that, yeah, man, we're sitting up there, man, having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? With them college football. Yeah, you're not gonna do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you probably married on top of that, man.
Well, of course, he
Uh,
gonna protect himself.
facts, facts. But yeah, man, y'all have it there. It's some craziness going on, you know what I mean, at Northwestern University. Y'all get in the comment section and y'all let us know, did you hear about any of this going on whenever you were in attendance at Northwestern University? Um, maybe you are a part of the athletic program. You know what I mean? Get in the comment section. Y'all hit the like button. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, hit the like button. You can hit the dislike button as well. I expect all pedophiles to hit the dislike button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get
Yeah,
your
man.
ass
Matter
up
of
out of
fact,
there.
yeah, man. Matter of fact, if you're not pedophile and you're not on that dumb shit, weird shit, nasty shit, just matter of fact, just go ahead and hit the like button. You know what I mean? Go ahead and hit the damn subscribe button. You know what I mean? Yeah, just go ahead and do that, man. Um, moving on. Moving on. Let me go ahead and hit that motherfucking refresh. You know what I'm saying? See if we got some new news. Some of this shit is kind of watered down. I just got to keep it all the way real. Some of it is watered down. You know what I mean? Shit that we just don't really care to talk about. You did what I'm saying. So let's see, man, what we got going on, man. I don't know, man. If y'all want to talk about that GHerbo,
What happened with G? I think. Oh yeah.
let's talk about it. GHerbo, what's going on? You know what I'm talking about? We got GHerbo, man, agrees to plead guilty in wire fraud and identity theft case. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they ended up putting right here that, GHerbo has agreed, you know, to plead guilty in the 2020 wire fraud and identity theft case. GHerbo and five other individuals were accused of using stolen identities. Damn, GHerb? Using
Damn.
stolen identities. And this is around the COVID time. I just got to keep it real. I think this is around COVID. Uh, saying we're accused of using stolen identities and credit cards to spend up to 1.5 million on various things, including trips and excursions. So there we have it. According to court records obtained by Rolling Stone, GHerbo faces up to 20 years in prison, but is likely
Fuck. What?
he's likely to get a lower sentence with a potential term of probation. Per the plea agreement terms, GHerbo will pay 140,000 in restitution to a number of alleged victims, which would be the victims, you know what I mean, of the people, that he was using the credit cards on. So, or he was using their credit cards and things of that nature. So yeah, man, and their stolen identities and things. You know what I mean? Shit like that, right? Um, so that's what we have. You know what I mean with GHerb. You know what I mean? This is. I wasn't expecting this. You know what I mean? I don't know what be going on, but I wasn't expecting this. At all from GHerbo. What you think
Yeah,
about this,
nigga,
YP?
why though? I don't understand. Why? You already got money, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Man,
You don't really
facts.
have no need to just be finessing or doing this extra shit.
Yep. I told you, man. One thing about hood niggas, bro, they gonna do hood shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if niggas was just kind of, like I said, that was around COVID time. I don't know if that was, niggas was just kind of going broke. You know, niggas wasn't able to really get to shows. You know what I'm saying around then. Um, it wasn't no shows. Niggas wasn't getting no show money. You know what I mean? They just wasn't. There wasn't no niggas was doing a whole lot of PPP loans and things of that nature. So I don't know if bro just kind of got into one of them moments and was just kind of like shit. We're gonna have to make something shake around this motherfucker. You know, we're gonna have to make something shake. And then they just started doing stuff like that. Started using stolen identities and credit cards, and man, they spent up to 1.5 million. You know what I'm saying on various things. Clothes. They got some chains and diamonds around it. But come on, man, 1.5 million. It was a chain bought. Believe that, man. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be some. It was all type of shit bought. Niggas was going on trips. You know what I'm talking about? Man, buying all type of goddamn alcohol, man. It was a lot of weed, what I'm talking about, that was bought. A lot of food. You dig what I'm talking about, man? Come on now. Stop playing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Nigga
for
was like,
real,
nigga,
nigga.
what show? I don't need no motherfucking show. Nigga, I'm doing all this shit, nigga. This shit ain't even on rap money. Nigga, fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Really having it around this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, niggas was really popping they shit, you know what I mean, in 2020 on other people's identities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, using other people's, credit cards. My whole thing is, why didn't they, not GHerbo on them, but if somebody is using your credit card, I don't know how that shit work, but if somebody is using your credit card, wouldn't you notice? Uh, why not just turn the card off? You know what I'm talking about? Like, why not? Like, how are they still able to just use your shit at will? You know what I mean? Like that's my only question.
Yeah,
Um, I just don't understand how they was able to use that much without somebody noticing that, like, oh man, hold on, somebody done spent $25,000 on my shit. Oh, I'm finna block my shit, turn my shit off. Like, how was they able to do this all the way up to 1.5 million dollars, damn near 2 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, and with all of the money that was spent, I don't know. It might have been worth it in a way, because all GHerbo is having to come out of is $140,000 in restitution. You know what I mean, to a number of alleged victims. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm pretty much positive that GHerbo spent more than $140,000 out of 1.5 million. You know what I'm saying?
of course.
All he had to sit up there and do is come out of $140,000, which I'm damn sure he was able to get back within these past 2 years. Um, Sound like a win to me. You know what I'm saying? Depending on this probation situation. I know he's gonna be on there longer than 2 years, but you know what I mean. Shit, I don't know. It might. Hey, I don't know. I don't know, man. Depending on how this shit go in the terms of his probation, y'all let me know in the comment section. Would y'all have done this? You know what I mean? Like, come on. He spent at least 500 grand, at least, if not a million. Hell, but
Yeah.
what you think about this, YP?
That's just like I said, nigga, why?
You said why, man?
Why? It don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I get it. A lot of niggas was they was doing bad around that time.
Still, it's just wild, nigga. It don't make no sense, bro. I mean, them niggas just finessing.
Yeah, man. Them finesses, they gonna finesse around this motherfucker. Like I said, I get it. A lot of niggas they street when you a street nigga and you facing some hard time. A lot of niggas don't know but to go to the streets. First y'all saying 140,000 he has to pay on this article. They saying $150,000 in restitution. I don't know which one is which. Which one, at least which one he's gonna have to sit up there and pay. But uh, hold on. They kind of giving us some of the shit that was paid for. Let's look at it, man. Uh, Herbo, Herbert Randall Wright
Yeah.
was, first arrested on federal charges in 2020. He and five associates, including promoter Alfonso Strong, stand accused of using stolen identities to pay up to 1.5 million in fraudulent charges, including private jet excursions, car rentals, a trip to a villa in Jamaica, and designer puppies. Okay, yeah, so they flipped this money. I'll tell you that now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They got them some, them puppies, boy, them been going, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They probably got one of them fluffies.
yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot the name.
Frenchies.
Yeah, Frenchie.
Yeah, them Frenchies been getting sold like hotcakes around this motherfucker. Uh, Details of the plea, which still needs to be approved by the judge, were made public on Wednesday. The case was charged in Massachusetts as one of the private airline owners is based in the state. The rapper faces up to 20 years in prison, but will most likely, y'all already know the rest. So, yeah, man, there we go. Wright used the proceeds of these frauds to travel to various concert venues and to advance his career by posting photographs and or videos of himself on the private jets and the exotic cars and at the Jamaican villa. The plea agreement states so they're basically saying he was out there, trying to keep this image up. You know what I mean? With these people identities and funds and shit. In addition, Wright helped Strong, obtain designer puppies from a business by falsely representing to the business that Wright was the actual purchaser of the puppies, and by concealing Strong's actual identity from the business. Both Herbo and Strong, who was accused of being the main figure in the identity theft scheme, have signed on to the plea agreement. Herbo will pay 140,000 to a number of alleged victims of the fraud, including 10,458 to Woof Woof Puppies in Michigan, according to the plea agreement terms. So, what I'm saying? Woof Woof Puppies, what I mean, is getting 10,400 and, 58 Wow wow around motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, me? Yeah, man. I mean, $10,458. So, man, that's just what it is. A spokesperson for the rapper did not immediately return. For comment. They ain't got nothing to say around this motherfucker. You dig? But that is just not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money to GHerbo. I mean, $140,000 now. Now, $140,000. Whenever this transpired, like back in 2020, that was a lot of money to GHerbo because obviously he was probably on, needing some money. But
Yeah,
there we have it, man. You know what I'm saying? We just unpacked that just like that. You dig? Shout out to GHerbo because we don't wish jail on nobody. We don't wish, nobody being in no fucked up situations or anything like that. You know what I mean? So shout out to GHerbo uh, during
yeah.
this time.
Fuck what you heard, but you was
Right.
doing too much, bro. You should have chilled out.
Facts. Should have chilled out. Should have chilled out, brother. You was doing a little bit too motherfucking me much, man. You know what I mean? Doing too much. You dig? Doing way too motherfucking much. But hey, man, he's free. And thank God Almighty, you know what I mean? He's free indeed. You did. Uh, Anyway, man, I'm gonna leave it there. You know what I'm talking about? It looked like we just, you know what I mean, covered a lot. We got to come back, you know what I mean, for the sports. You know what I mean? So, you know, y'all be sure to keep that gym shorts, you know what I mean, in the next place that you end up going to, you know what I mean, for a subscribe. You dig? Because, you know, that's just where it's going down there, man. All of the sports news, sports topics and things like that, you know what I mean, that's on that gym shorts, man. So, you know,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
must. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all see it on YP's stuff right there, gym shorts. You know what I mean, on all socials. But I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and let YP, you know what I mean, close it out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. You did. So if you in the live stream, you already subscribed. But if you not, go ahead and hit that country ass media and go ahead and hit us with that like and that sub. You know what I'm saying? So we can continue to flood y'all with the news of what's going on our perspective. You did, and be looking out. We'll be dropping some stream today talking about this sports, baby. So be looking out for that. You did.